Okay. All right, here we go. I think this is it. Let's see. We'll play these filters for a little bit. Hold up. Okay. So first I'm going live from my phone, so just give me a second. Bear with me here. Dun, 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 dun. Give me 1 second. Is it live? Oh, okay. Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna try not to kick my light here. What's going on, people? I'm gonna just do like a quick live. I decided let's take it a little bit low budget here because I don't have time to set up my computer, set up my mic, set up my cameras. They've been giving me a lot of problems lately. So I was like, hey, let me just get my phone. Let me pick a corner of my room with my comic books and have my action figures here. Um, yeah, so I hope everyone's just taking a break from the Ofelia Moreno News Network. I feel like all these platforms are just solely focusing on her, and all that's really doing is building sympathy towards her, and it's really doing no good for them. But hey, if it brings in views, I guess it works for them, right? What's going on, everyone? Hey, Isabel, haven't seen you in a while. Lavina, what's going on? Palomata, what's going on? Um, I'm just a messenger. You're probably new, but I like that name, so hopefully you stick around and everything's good there. A few things I just wanted like to sympathy my ass. No, well, to people who know what's going on, they know it's not sympathy. But for people who don't know and see Ophelia saying that there's all these platforms against her, and when there's actual platforms talking about her, it's kind of like the Vanessa effect. Because what happened with Vanessa was a lot of people started supporting Vanessa, getting behind her, and um, basically backing her because there's so many people talking about her. There was like me with my videos, there was Frank live streaming her, there was Manny talking about her every single day. So all that's doing is making people who don't know the whole situation, the true story of it, say like, hey, like why are they going after this person? Like what's going on? Like what's with these bullies and stuff like that. So that's the way I see it. Another way that it could be seen is, hey, talking about her, bringing up the same stories, having the same people saying the same things. Let me just fix my lights. um, Brings in content, and like in the end that's what it is, like it's getting people to like money in their pockets. um yeah, rerun, it's all reruns, and people could get offended by that, people could get upset that I'm saying that, but it's the truth. If you're having the same topics, if you're saying the same stories, if you're repeating the same subject, the everyone's heard what's gone on with, like, everyone's kids, everyone's heard what's gone on with everyone's mom, everyone's heard what's gone on with vandalizing the tombstone, everyone's heard like the same things, going to the police for the same stories. And it might be entertaining to people who are like still new to it, the new subscribers, the new followers to the situation, but the ones that have been here since 2020 knows it's old. And the fact that like it's becoming more of a thing to where now there's a fucking schedule out there to where Jaime goes live, Velda goes live, Cecilia goes live, and no shade to them, even though Jaime got all mad saying that I throw shade at him. I don't that I throw shade at him and not use his name. I do say your name. I do talk about the dry begging. I do talk about the begging for money at 3 in the morning for medicine when there isn't a Walgreens or CVS open in Mercedes or near that area. So where's that money going to go to? I do mention your name. So maybe it's the attention disorder. Maybe you're not paying attention fully, but I do use your name. And I know ICU watches my shows. ICU is a supporter of Ofele. Hey, what's up, Sas? Sas, Sas, Sas. My eye vision is not that as good as it used to, and my phone's a little bit far away, so I'm just following on my iPad with the comments here. Uh, ICU watches the show, and me and ICU have no. We, there's a little bit of a beef, but it's kind of a respectful beef. Like ICU will talk stuff about me, I'll reply back, and ICU is a big supporter of Ophelia, so there's no Problem there, I welcome anyone on any platform to come and share their opinion with me because that's the way it should be ran. Um, had mentioned that I've been going after Glow, and I haven't mentioned Glow. I haven't watched Glow. I have nothing against her. She, did her videos against me, but I never retaliated or anything because Glow does her thing. I do my thing. There's no beef there. So I don't know if anyone saw my previous video. If someone could clear up like where I talked about Glow because I never mentioned her. Um, yeah, the topic it's gonna be like a little askew to what everyone else is doing. It's probably just a little something new about the same old topic, and I just want to talk about stalking because pretty much everyone on like involved with this, all these platforms have charges of stalking against them, but yet they don't talk about it. They don't. Well, they talk about it, but they don't do it correctly. They give like very um, basically wrong information. And if you're going to talk about something, especially something that you've been arrested for, have charges for, have court coming up, you should at least talk about it correctly, give the proper definition, give some, examples to what stalking is and cyber stalking. Because by giving out this wrong information, you're making people look like idiots when they go to the police department and say, "Hey, this person's cyber stalking me," or "This person's stalking me," when it's nothing like that at all. Let me get this really quick here. So here, I I got the definition. I don't just read everything off the internet. Like who does that? I got the definition and I simplified it to an understanding that maybe a fifth grader, explain like I'm five. That's an internet thing. Um, could understand. It's one thing to read information and not know about it. To read like something online and then ask your audience, "What does this mean?" or "What is this? I don't know what this means, but can someone explain it?" So here we go. Let me explain Catholic doctrine. Yeah. What is it? Purple post law. It's the same thing. Okay. So stalking is when someone keeps bothering or following another person even when they don't want them to. It's like when a friend won't stop chasing you around even though you ask them to stop. Okay, so basically any unwanted attention would be, stalking. Now, when we get to cyber stalking, it's a little bit different, but it's in the same ballpark. Cyber stalking is when someone uses the internet or phones to keep bothering or following another person even when they don't want them to. It's like when someone keeps sending you messages, looking at your online stuff, even though you've told them to stop. Now, someone could someone could like clear this up. I know. What was it? I know everyone's gotten in trouble for it, but there's only been one person indicted. Like Jaime's been the only one indicted for stalking, and that was because he was going in front of Ophelia's house, walking back and forth, and stuff like that. I know John Allen has court for the stalking charges, but he hasn't been indicted on them. I know Ophelia's been charged with stalking, but I don't think she's been indicted on him either. But here we go. There's something special when you put your life online. When you're like an online creator and influencer, it's easier to be stalked when you put your life out there when people know what city you live in, what kind of car you drive, where your house is. So you still get protected from people who are stalking, but it's harder to prove it if you're, I hate using this term. I really hate using this term, but when you're a public figure, like that word carries such a positive thing, like, oh, this is a public figure, but it's negative. Like it's negative when you're the public figure that's known for doing these kinds of lives, or when you're the public figure that's known for knowing the moves of every single person. That's I want to say stalker vibes because that's what it is. Like if you're able to tell, like, oh yeah, this person was at this store this day, this person ate at this restaurant the other day, I'm gonna go hang out at this restaurant because I know they show up. Like, is there nothing better to do with your lives? I don't wish anything bad on anyone. This has gotten bad. I don't wish anything bad on anyone either. Yes, do some people need an answer for things that they've done? Hell yeah. I could easily say that. Like, I feel people need to spend some time locked up. Maybe, a nice digital detox away from the phone to make them realize that, hey, living your life online isn't the way to go. I don't know. What do y'all think? Like Isabel, I know you're real like upfront and honest. We don't always agree on everything. We disagreed, I think, on my previous video. But do you think both sides are involved in stalking? Like, do you think everyone here has at least stalked? Because me, I don't know where anyone lives. I know what cities they live in because they put it out there. But I've never stooped to the point of getting in a vehicle and driving to see where someone lives, or getting in a vehicle to see if someone's really where they say they are. I'm not saying that that makes me better than anyone, but I'm saying that I know my limits. I know that you wouldn't catch me walking in front of someone's house just to piss them off, just to harass them, just to. Boundaries have definitely been crossed. Yeah, everyone's crossed some boundaries. No one will admit to it because everyone will say, I kicked my light again. Everyone will say, oh, I'm defending myself, I'm clapping back, I'm getting justice, I'm getting vengeance, I'm getting. You're not fucking Batman. You don't need to have to be getting, justice for everyone out there. What it is it's just used as a crutch. It's used like, oh, I am uh, defending this person, or I'm defending my family that was attacked. I'm defending so and so. I'm not defending, you know, the wrongs that have been done by this person. Like, that's not your place. If you want to take it, fine, take it, but don't cry when being all vigilante like Batman, gets your ass in jail and you need to ask for, help to get out. That's my issue. And it's publicly known that I have an issue with anyone who's asking for money. And that's one of the big things. Like, why are you gonna? What's going on monetizing? Why are you gonna? Maybe that's it. I just had an epiphany right now. I just had an epiphany. Maybe because everyone is so dependent on their followers for bailing them out of jail, getting them out, posting bail, rescuing them. Maybe that's why they push the limits. Maybe because to them it's not their money, so they could spend it however they want. Because if I had someone paying my bills, if I had someone, saving my ass every time I acted stupid, I probably would be reckless. But, I have responsibilities. I have, a life outside of this platform. Maybe that's what everyone needs to work on. So I can't go and be a clown for everyone in the attempt to, get more money. I don't know what the hell it is. Monetizing, how are you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. Oh shit. Send my kid to college. This boils down to two ladies, though. It does. But it boils down to two ladies. No. Just lay back a little bit. But then why does everyone else have to get involved? Why does everyone feel that they have to like go after? Like, okay, what two ladies are you talking about? Because I'm thinking about different people here. And I should have brushed my hair. I'm thinking about different people. I sent my kid to college. I don't even want to think about college. Let me play with my filter really quick. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that anymore. Um, Frank said it best. This will end when that person meets their demise. Yeah, but with the way things have been escalating and how more people are getting involved, more people involving themselves, throwing like, all these things. With all these people getting involved, it feels, and I'm not saying I want it to be, but it feels like perhaps someone might take another step up, might do something to cause the demise of someone. We've already seen, the assaults on Vanessa. We've already seen people go up to, people's houses and show up and cause all these things, but I feel, and I don't want it to, but I feel that someone might get assaulted or hurt even beyond that, or someone, if you want to say timeline, might get ended. I don't know who it's going to be, but I feel that based on everything we've seen and the build up for the past 5 years, I feel that it's very possible for that to happen. Shelly, what's going on? OP versus OM, yes. I've never talked to, I think I've talked to Painter like once or twice. I have nothing against her or anything like that. But I feel like that if that were to be squashed, and I understand. I'm not saying for Painter to let it go. I completely understand why. With talking about Delia and everything, talking about her passing and making a joke out of it, I understand. But I don't know. I wouldn't resort to an online fight over social media. That's all I'm saying. And I can't say nothing because I don't know what's going on. I hope the best for them. Roser is definitely the administrator for Glow Velda. Maybe I for oh my gosh, yeah. Roser's my administrator. No, uh, no. Roser. I don't think Roser is. I feel like maybe with Jaime at some point, but then I don't know. There's a fallout, and she hasn't really been showing up on his live, so she'll show up on other lives, but not that one. What does 210 have to do with Glow? I don't know. Okay, the 7,000 views. I'm working a theory on that right now, but hey, what's going on, Danny? I want to say that not everybody. No, I want to say that more than one person has bought views. I'm the kind of person that looks into the numbers, who looks into like patterns and everything, and it's very clear to see that there's some people for either from now or like from a year ago or 2 years ago, but there have been some followers like purchased, and there's been some views like bots. So there's some bots definitely in these things, especially when you have a video in the thousands, but you only have an interaction of like 20 people. Hey, what's up, Kate? Yeah, Rose. I don't think she's an administrator for anyone. I think she's kind of like backed off. Um, so far, the amount of hypocrisy is mind-boggling. I'm not talking about you. I was taking the digital detox. Yeah, I feel BTO is a band. I feel that a digital detox is needed every now and then. I take it all the time. Like, you won't hear from me for like a week or two. There's been times where I've disappeared for like a month or two, and it's perfectly fine. Danny, what's going on? You're skeptical. I'm skeptical too, because I feel that there is something going on, and I feel like all these alliances are gonna lead to something very bad. I've distanced myself. Like, I don't really talk to anyone. Like, I'll message Steve every now and then. I'll talk to Rose every now and then. I don't. I've never talked to Velda. I've never talked to. Me and Glow talked a little bit before she started going after me, like a year ago. So I haven't talked to her since then. Jaime, I think if I reach out to him, we'll have a conversation, but I don't think it's gonna be like, oh, what's going on? Let's go for a drink or anything like that. So I'm all the way in Austin either way. Okay, it's about why do you think Rose is behind all this? Like, do you think she's the like puppeteering all this? I want to get my comics, man. I love these comics. These are some of my favorite issues. These aren't my most valuable ones, but these are some of my favorite ones. I heard Glow said she talks to her about JC. I mean, that doesn't mean she's an administrator. I mean, I've talked to Roser a few times about JC and like everyone else involved, like just sharing opinions, and like I pick her brain on a few things. But that doesn't mean she's running my page or behind the scenes or anything. Like, I don't even know what she's up to right now. And then another thing that's gotten really repetitive and stupid is, yeah, it's just a theory. I'm working theories too. There's a few that I have also. I'm not gonna talk a lot about it, but this whole Medusa thing is, I feel like the tea's cold. It's Medusa, whoever you are, like out there, he had a good run. Enjoyed the stuff. I think we've talked like once or twice. I don't know who runs the page, but I talked to the page. But like, now it's become kind of a joke, like, oh, Cecilia's Medusa, Jaime's Medusa, Rosa's Medusa. I got accused of being Medusa. Like, I think it's you gotta decide. Do you want to be like do you want to be taken seriously as a creator and just speak opinions, speak facts, speak your mind, or do you want to be a joke and just repeat everything, make the same joke every day, tell the same stories every day? You kind of need to decide. Hey, Vel, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while either. What am I drinking? It's kind of melted now, but it's a coffee with caramel and chocolate and whipped cream on top. It's pretty good. Time to shift gears. Yeah, like I don't know. I like conspiracy theories. So let's talk a little bit about conspiracy. Say my name 3 times and I appear. As well, no one's admin. I run no pages. Change the song already. Doll. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Or she shall appear. I like that quote. The cuff for sure. Candyman. I was thinking more Beetlejuice, just because the new movie's gonna be coming out and I like that. Um, I don't know. I'm not a sympathizer towards anyone. I don't sympathize cussing up a storm. Oh, let's say Bible beater on. Yeah, that's I've said it before. I don't mess with the religion. Okay, I feel like everyone should, follow what they want to follow. I feel like there's not one straight answer on what religion is, or else there would only be one religion. But it's very hypocritical for someone to go from reading Bible verses and preaching the word of the Lord, whatever it is, and then 24 hours later be talking shit. Like, pick a lane. Do you want to be, this kind of person? Do you want to be this kind of person? You can't be both trying to just, grab all the attention of everyone. Kate says so many people are throwing rocks in the RGV and then hiding. There are a lot of good creators in Texas. They're overshadowed by the mess. Yes, Rebel Taxi is a good creator. That creator has, I think he has over 1 million subscribers. He's from the PSJA area. He's a friend of mine. I went to school with him, and this guy just lives off of his YouTube. He has millions of subscribers. He can post a video, and within a day or two, he has like 500,000 views. He gets paid to go to conventions. He gets paid to do speaking events. He's a cool guy. Rebel Taxi, like I recommend him. He's the kind of content I want to do. I just don't have that kind of time. Hey, sissy, what's going on? Thank you for clearing that part. We all know Tweaker runs Medusa, but nobody cares. No one does. That's why it keeps getting brought up just to try and get some stuff. Isabel, why do you have me blocked? Danny wants to know, Isabel. So many people throwing rocks, good creators from Texas. Yeah, there's also another one. I can't remember her name, but I was gonna do a video with her too, where she does mukbangs in McAllen or Mission, and she had a YouTube channel for like 4 or 5 years. To where I think after 4 years, she only had about 300 or 400. But then she changed gears, she switched gears and started doing the mukbangs where like she's eating, doing food reviews, and then talking about music. And then within 3 months, she crossed I think like 5,000 subscribers. So sometimes you just need to switch gears. You just need to change it up a little bit. Social experiment. Alright, let's see. Is Medusa. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of other creators. I've talked to a few of them. There's the triplets. I think they're from Donna, and they're TikTok influencers to where they've gotten like brand deals from big companies just for doing like some TikTok dances. Don't cross the gay man. No, but there is a creator that I really, really want to meet. There's two. One of them is Blair White. Like, I love Blair's videos, and I know she's from Austin, and she lives from what, well, at least her PO box is not that far away from my work. Don't cross the game, and I haven't heard of that one. Um, yeah, I know there's like a lot of creators out there. And I feel like people need to kind of like get away from like what this is, and you could actually meet like a lot of really good influencers and find people who are actually, worth it. What about that makeup artist, Luis? That dude gets invited to go to New York. He gets, paid to go and travel to do makeup and stuff like that. I have I have another friend that I went to high school with. His name is Ryan Sims. You can look him up. He has his own makeup line. He started out just, doing Instagram, like his makeup that he would do on people at the mall when he worked for like MAC Cosmetics. So he went from doing that to gain a lot of attention to where he would get paid by Mac to go and do like these shows. Like he's done like modeling shows, he's done like music video makeup, and then he ends up getting hired to go work at like this huge place, this huge Mac, not a warehouse, but like I guess it's like a standalone store. You know how Mac sometimes will be like inside Macy's and stuff like that. Well, he got to work at like a giant Mac store. He got really big to where people were trying to book him like months ahead of time, and he he ended up getting his own makeup line after that, and now he has his own like business. He has his own standalone place to where people will book him like up to a year in advance for weddings and stuff like that, and he's making big money. Like you should go follow him on social media. He's won like makeup artist of the year like once, and then he came in second I think another time. Luis Alejandro, yes, that's him. I've spoken to him. He's a cool guy. I've worked with the Divine Sisters. That's that little circle of like beauty influencers from the valley. So it was like the Divine Sisters. It was Luis. I think there was another one that got like involved in a lot of drama. I can't remember her name, but apparently she was buying subscribers or something like that. So it's out there. If you like a mukbanger, there's someone from the valley that does that. If you like beauty, there's someone that does that. If you like music, there's somebody out there. Your YouTube feed shouldn't just be filled with the same five, six, seven. I don't know how many creators are involved in this drama. You got your golden eagle blended. Hello Denise. Yeah, I got picture perfect today. You can't really see it anymore because I stirred it, but yeah, it's just chocolate and caramel. Um, so yeah, like that's kind of what I just wanted to say. I don't know. Does this work better than like my actual setup? Like, should I just be recording on my phone and stop hassling with the microphones and the cameras and the computer? This is cool because like one day we could just be doing a live, here by the comics, and then we could just like switch over, and I could just be like, yeah, what's going on over here? So what do you think about Ophelia accusing? I'm assuming accusing Glow of buying bots or something like that. The numbers seem kind of off. Okay, and I'm gonna be very careful with my words here because last time I just said like one thing to set Glow off, and she made like three videos about me. So I'm not going after Glow. I'm just saying the numbers are very suspicious, and the subscriber to video ratio is kind of alarming. If maybe I'll go into like this more in detail because I know there's some other people who are kind of doing some other like some sketchy stuff also, and maybe I'll do an expose on that. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. I think there might be something there. I don't think it's really buying bots. I think there's a little bit of organic growth, but I don't want to say it's 100% organic because look, the truth is Ophelia's argument, and this is her words, not mine. Her argument is everyone talks about her for the views. Everyone gets views because of her. Well, in that sense, if Ophelia herself is only getting about 800, 900 views a video, and people who are using her or only talking about her are able to get, I think Cecilia's at like 3,000 for her past video. I think Glow gets like an average of I think it was 6.2 to 6.8 thousand views a video lately. Like, what's that got to say? I think at that point it's more of the creator instead of the topic or the subject because if Ophelia equaled all the views, I feel like they would be there. And the whole argument of it's everyone ganging up, or it's like, Cecilia's viewers, Jaime's viewers, Glow's viewers, and everything. I don't think, there is some similarities there. There are some viewers that go from one to the other. But for me, I'll watch Cecilia, but I don't watch any of the others. So it's not all, the same people. Yes, I love Dutch Bros. I always have at least one drink in the freezer, and then I'm drinking one. I'm waiting for that paid partnership. I mean, they messaged me, they've commented on my stuff, I have a lot of Dutch Bro merch, but I mean, I'm still waiting for that. Like, hey, let me name a drink. Like, let me name a drink for you, Dutch Bros. I'm gonna reach out to them again. Can you explain what the situation is? Okay, the small, microscopic town of Raymondville, Texas, there's a content creator who fights with other content creators in the same area. There's an individual from Mercedes who does the same thing. He talks about her, she talks about him. It's a back and forth that's been going on for years. Throughout the years, there's been other individuals who have either inserted or been pulled into it, like uh, Glow from Brownsville. There was me from McAllen, now Austin, and there's like a lot of like little individuals who will be popping up here and there to just talk about the same drama, the same argument, the same thing that's been going on for years, and that's just been bubbling over for like years and years. Um, kind of neutral. I think both sides push boundaries. I feel like both sides cross the line. I feel like both sides go way too far, and I'm there saying both sides have been arrested and they deserve any charges that come their way. Uh, you're the best. Keep up the best work. What do you think about the eclipse? The eclipse is awesome, Cecilia. I think since you're in San Antonio, you should get like a pretty good spot. I'm gonna be 100% covered from the eclipse, and I'm thinking of either setting up my 360 camera because I have a camera that records in 360 degrees. I'm thinking of going to like the hills because I live near the hills over here in Austin, and doing a video because I can record and go live with that 360 camera over there, or just doing a time lapse. So I'm super excited for it. I think the last time this happened was like in the 80s for this type of eclipse in this area. Not even Vanessa gets numbers like that. It's because Vanessa's been going live before her and has out of state supporters. I don't believe she got those views on her own. Um, there might be some truth to that. I have screenshots, but I'm not gonna, get into that right now. That's actually what I'm testing right now. One of my theories was um, the new live feature. The new live feature on YouTube is similar to the live feature on TikTok. People could just be scrolling and they stumble upon your video. Right now, I have what, 77 views? That's, a lot more than what I'm used to. So I think that has something to do with it. But then by that account, Jaime does the same thing, and his numbers aren't the same. I know Cecilia's does the same thing, her numbers go up. I don't know, does Ophelia use her phone or her? I think she uses her computer. So that could be, something that she could try and see if the numbers go up. See, it just went from 77 to 98. So I have no idea what's going on. This whole new system that YouTube's doing is a little freaky. But hey, if you're new and like what you're seeing or just want to see what topic comes up next, go ahead and like and subscribe. It's all cool. That's the case, she would be at thousands of views. There's been blood drawn. Yeah, blood has been drawn from all this. Hey, genius, what's going on, man? Nice setup, thanks. Oh, yeah, people have been arrested, people have been sued. What do you look for in a man? All right. So, yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to, just do a quick video. It's late. I don't do videos. I usually do my videos on Sunday. Have you ever heard of a contract for a fight? Yeah, if you're a professional fighter and you get like paid for it, what you're probably referring to is how everyone um, is saying that there's like a contract for fighting and stuff like that. What it is, it's I think I talked to you about this. It was state of Texas and state of Florida have the mutual combat law to where if two people agree to fight, it's completely legal as long as there's no weapons and as long as it stops at a certain point and prevents, extreme bodily harm. So there's no contract. You don't have to meet any demands. All you have to do is like square up with someone and say, "Hey, we're going to do this." Let the police department know we're agreeing to mutual combat. Let's we're going to throw down. And Cecilia, if you ever find someone, if you and Ophelia ever agree to do it, I already got someone who said you could use their gym to have a boxing fight. There's a little boxing ring in there. Do you think this madness will ever stop? It's not going to stop until somebody stops, and nobody wants to stop because everyone else uses YouTube for their own piggy bank, and without them making videos, they're not going to have any money. Um, that's the way I see it. If maybe everyone had a job or a life outside behind this phone, like there would be a reason to stop and do other things. Um, Sponsored by Touch Bros and HEB. Uh, I'm waiting for her conditions. Yeah, there's no paperwork needed. Um, like just like I could go up to someone and be all like, "Hey, like you want to fight? Okay, we're gonna fight. Let's do this." Like no weapons and just throw down like that. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off already. This was just a quick little thing. I know everyone else has lives. Cecilia, if you go live, let me know. Maybe I could call in and we could talk more about fighting, and I could be your manager. I'll be your what is it? Your Don King. Boxing people fight in the backyard, doesn't he? Yeah, there's a TikTok page to where it's like backyard brawls and they have like a ring set up and people just get knocked the hell out. Yeah, Ceci, go live and I'll go harass you and bother you on your live. I'll talk to you all later.